Well, obviously, Asian carp is a significant problem for the Great Lakes, particularly for Lake Erie, because this is an invasive species. And what that means is it has no natural predators. So what happens is when the Asian carp comes into a body of water, it eats all of the food sources that would normally be used for all of the fish. We have tens of billions of dollars in the fishing industry in New York State that will be at risk because of Asian carp. So I'm very concerned that we do whatever we can to stop them from encroaching into Lake Erie. They were found to be very close to the Great Lakes, within 6 miles, and so we need to do more to shut down the possibility of them invading the Great Lakes, because it will devastate the fishing industry. It will hurt our small businesses, and at this tough economy, the last thing we need is something to destroy the way people provide for their families and the way we actually run businesses here in New York. So it is a huge risk to us, and it's not necessarily obvious because you say, oh, it's just a fish, but this fish is, first of all, it's big and it's ugly. I don't know if you've seen one, but they can be up to 100 pounds, but it does destroy all of the other marine life and fish life that's in these Great Lakes, because they do have no natural predator.
How would you eradicate them?
Well, we're right now trying to study how to get rid of them. One of the things we want to do is shut down the locks, because right now they're too close to the Great Lakes. They're within 6 miles. And so we want to be able to shut them down temporarily to find a solution as quickly as we can to try to create a barrier. We also are considering creating a permanent barrier, but it is a serious challenge that we do need to address, or we will lose a fishing industry in the Great Lakes, which again is tens of billions of dollars less revenue coming into our state and neighboring states.
There's a lot of opposition by businesses to that plan, however.
Well, there are other, the opposition that I've heard is coming from businesses that use the locks for transportation in Chicago. There are many other methods of transportation for goods into these communities, certainly by rail, certainly by road, and there's another way to go around by sea. So there are other solutions, and I understand businesses' concerns because we don't want to burden business at all, but there is a way the federal government could compensate for that, particularly if we're trying to avert a disaster that could reduce business by tens of billions of dollars in New York State, because we do have such a vibrant fishing industry.